Hey there, it's JohnBerry555, and welcome to my review of Star Trek Lower Decks Season 3, Episode 9, Trusted Sources. So, the premise of this episode, well, second content, and to make sure to actually go visit back legacy societies that haven't been checked up on decades or so. So, and during all this, there's a reporter on board who's interviewing the crew. So they go back to the plan from, one of the plans from TNG, the one that was addicted to drugs. Well, now they're addicted to gymnastics, but yeah, nothing in safety is still. So they go check out the other plans and stumble across not Romulan, a Breen incursion. And apparently Starfleet is now developing autonomous ships too, which saves the day. But that's the set dressing for this. So the main thing I really want to discuss about this episode is the reporter. She's going around taking interviews, but Captain Freeman is essentially afraid of, i.e. the Cerritos not being represented well. So she reschedules ships around. So apparently there is an Alpha ship. I always figured that, but they always talk about Beta and Delta. So that was it. I think maybe in reference to game, I can't remember, but essentially there is apparently an Alpha shift. But basically the idea is she doesn't want Mariner to speak. And it turns out that over the course of these interviews, Mariner does actually sneak in, talk, and apparently the crew's not happy with her now, because apparently she told some stuff. Yeah, she didn't. No. And she doesn't know why her mother's now so mad. Pretty much the only people who believe her are her core friends. So Boimler, Tendi, and Rutherford. That's it. The only ones okay, well, still apologize for what your mother thinks you did. They do believe that she didn't do anything this time. But Jennifer doesn't believe her. Nobody on the crew, her mother doesn't believe her. And we find out in the end, yeah, it was everyone else who blabbed. Mariner was the only one who didn't blab. She didn't. She talked about the truth, not in the sense of the events that happened, but of maybe camaraderie and friendship. But the thing is this, everyone else blabbed and nobody believed her when she said she didn't tell the stupid stories, for that matter. The stories that we've seen on screen. No one believed her except for her core friends. How do you think that makes her feel? And so that independent archaeologist from a couple episodes ago, well, guess who Mariner's hanging out with now? Going about. So I do wonder what's going to happen. Conflict with Starfleet, who knows? But it's definitely, this probably have shaked Mariner to her core more than any other threat of discipline on that in Starfleet. Because she's transferred to Starbase 80 and she actually resigns. And she probably could have whipped that Starbase into shape if she wanted to. No, I'm serious, she probably could have. But we still haven't figured out. There's still a big thing we haven't figured out with Mariner. We know she's extremely competent, skilled, and there's illusion that she used to apply herself very well when she was in the academy and early on in her Starfleet career. But she doesn't seem to do that anymore. There's still a mystery there that we have not yet figured out. But yeah, the crazy thing is, everyone else on the crew tells the crazy stories, but Mariner, the one who everyone expects to do it, doesn't. Sure, us audiences got to see a bit more character development from Mariner than everyone else, but only her closest and longest friends are the only ones who okay, you didn't, but still, maybe because your mother's being unreasonable, just apologize for what you think she is blaming you for. But yeah, and Captain Freeman realizes that she made a mistake, but it's essentially too late. But so the question is, what will convince Mariner to rejoin Starfleet? If she decides to rejoin. Probably so, but I think it's going to be some hard stuff to figure out. But yeah, but the thing is, Season 1 Mariner, Episode 1, Season 1 Mariner would have definitely told all those stupid stories. She would have. She would have essentially embarrassed the Cerritos, her mother. She would have done that. There is no doubt about that. But after nearly 3-4 seasons of character development, that is no longer the case. But the thing is, except for her closest friends, so Boimler, Tendi, and Rutherford, nobody else sees her that way. Nobody. Everyone still sees her as the loose cannon. Some people like that about her, some people don't. That's what Jennifer likes about her, we find out in actually, in not last episode, I think 2 or 3 episodes ago. But the thing is, nearly everyone still see her the way we saw her in season 1. No, she's not a model Starfleet officer by any accounts, but that's not who she's matured as a character. And I've, in some ways, I've seen that she softened, but I could not really have described her as maturing, just softening. But I think this episode really shows it to me that she has matured. That she's no longer, she'll still, the word I'm looking for is, she'll still act, she'll still escort regulations, all that, but she's not being malicious about it anymore. She's not doing that stuff just to tick off her mother and superiors. She's doing that because she knows that's how she needs to do that to get the right thing done. She's doing that not out of, for lack of a better term, she's not doing it because she's rebelling against authority. She's doing it because it's the right thing to do in that moment. So she's matured. She knows when to disobey rules and not follow regulations, and when she, not necessarily should, but when she should at least, be considerate. This episode has shown me that she has matured, because there's been a little bit hints of that, where she realizes aspects of herself, and all that, but until now, I haven't really seen her character actually take that in and take a lesson and truly, I've seen the character change, but I've not understood the character change, for lack of a better term. It's not become real until this episode where we see that she has matured, that she is no longer the character we saw all the way back in season 1, episode 1. So yeah, it's very interesting to see where this is going to go. Is it going? And it's not quite like when Boimler went off to the Titan, because let's be real, he, that was at the end of the season, not the second to last episode. So a lot does remain to be seen. But I would so love if Boimler tries to get in contact and says, "You left without," as I was trying to say. Because basically when Boimler left for the Titan, Milner was mad that he essentially just up and left without really saying a proper goodbye. I think Boimler should give Milner a taste of that. I'm just saying. He's a bit more bold than he used to, so it's probably something he might be willing to do. But yeah, that's essentially where I'm going to conclude. So that is essentially where I'm going to conclude this review. I do hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comment section down below, what did you think of this episode, Trusted Sources? But speaking of the title, Trusted Sources, Milner was not trusted, was not considered a trusted source, but in some ways probably maybe gave the most authentic interpretation of what life on Cerritos is like. Not the crazy adventures, but the day-to-day stuff, the way people interact, the social truth, not the events that they do and the crazy things that has happened to crew members. No, the truth, the actual truthfulness, the thing that they should trust, if for that better term, but they don't trust her because of her previous actions. It all comes together, though. It's quite nice. But yeah, I already said, let me know in the comment section down below what you saw of this episode. I would love to hear from you, get back to you and all that. Also, be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe, upvote, follow, all that number stuff, and check out any links down below. And as always, have a good day, a good night, wherever you are. Live long and prosper. Oh, by the way, she gives a non-sarcastic Vulcan salute when she's saying goodbye to her closest friends. Just something I thought I'd point out real quick.